Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and quick update over at the Andriivka Front. And there is two major things that happen in the Andriivka Front. The first one is the Russian forces advancing into the center of Andriivka. This is mapped by the Ukrainian mapping, and the Russian forces, according to the Ukrainians, have head down the highway, enter in the center, and they are basically at the center of Andriivka. So if you look at this mapping, it does look a bit weird. Yeah, it looks a bit too narrow to make sense, which means that there's high chance that the Russian forces actually have a much stronger area. Previously, the Russians have already reached here. So the chances that the Russians actually have advanced along all of this area. And this, of course, this angle also don't make a lot of sense. There's a high chance that the Russians actually also advance sideways and heading basically taking a huge chunk of Andriivka. The entire eastern part of Andriivka has a high chance to have lost to the Russians, because there is this river here, the Olova River and the Voschar River. So the Ukrainians can't possibly be defending here. This is not defending anything. So this entire area might actually all be taken by the Russian forces already. So which means that half of Andriivka is actually taken by the Russian forces. This is a very high possibility. And the fact that if they are here, the crossing at Andriivka to where the Russians are right now is less than 500 meters, which means that the Ukrainian window of retreat is only left here. They can only retreat from this area. They can't get near to anywhere near to the center. They have to escape from the side westward if they are going to head northward from Constantinople. So things are getting a bit desperate right now. And I mentioned, if this bridge is taken by the Russian forces, this will lead to some serious problems for the Ukrainian forces that will luckily, because then their retreat route is only going to be one way, westward. They cannot go north anymore. And this is dangerous because the Russians are pretty close to Constantinople. So anyway, there's the Andriivka situation with the Russian forces having a high chance of capturing the entire half of Andriivka. Over at Dachne, there's also a major development. The Ryba have claimed that the Russians has captured Dachne. This comes after a geolocation of Russian forces basically at this location on the western part of Dachne, which potentially does mean that the Russian forces have captured the entirety of Dachne. Tentatively, I've mapped it very conservatively that the Russians have only taken the northern half of Dachne, with the Russian forces taking the rest over here in the south, leaving some possible Ukrainian areas like this in the middle finger to the Russians. However, Russian mapping have mapped that this entire area is now taken by the Russian forces, meaning that the Russians have captured the entire Dachne. So let's wait and see whether this is the case. Suddenly run out of voice. So yeah, this is the two main updates over at Andriivka Front. So thank you for watching. To press the like button, subscribe. I have no more voice. I'll see you guys in the next update.